I'm gonna spend 100 days as a baker. With the help of cute mods, I will be able to farm crops and use them to craft my own baked goods. And I want to master my baking skills and create the perfect cozy base where I can live out my bakery dreams. Well, unless the wild geese run away with all my bread. Let's get started. It's day number 1 in this brand new world, and we spawned right in the middle of a normal oak forest, or so I thought, because there are some new things here. But first, let's punch a tree and get ourselves some good gear. And wooden pickaxe acquired. Nothing can stop me now from being bad at Minecraft. Ooh. Now let's see what this is. Wild nettle. I wonder what I could do with that. Could I bake it into bread? I think that would be kind of gross. But hey, only one way to find out, right? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I need you. I need you for something. I'm so sorry. I should have made a sword. I'm so sorry. My apologies. My deepest, sincerest apologies. But I need a bed. And now we can sleep every night away because we don't want any creepers crawling on me. Also, wait, what is this? Did I just hear a wah wah? It's a duck! It's 2 ducks! It's more ducks. There's another sheep. I will spare your life, I promise. Oh. It just plopped out an egg just like that! It just like plop. I got a duck egg. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love this duck. I'm so excited. I'm so happy about everything. What is this? Wild rip wort? Does it have warts? I don't know if I want to be picking that up. No more distractions. We have so many plans and it's only day 1, but I've got bread to bake and an entire base to build. So let's go and get tons of stone and maybe we can even find some iron. Got a sword, a pickaxe. We got the good stuff. The duck is also following me. I'm kind of scared. Help, a duck is spying on me. I'm not scared. I think we gotta get out of this dense forest and maybe try and find something more open. Well, and I almost fell in this, but here we have some iron. Perfect. Ah! No, 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 I cannot die already. I feel like I shouldn't just jump into danger. And instead of running into random scary caves full of creepy monsters, I should go and get some food. Where was that sheep again? Well, hello there. Onions! Dude, that's like a lifesaver. Perfect timing. Let's hope they taste good. Okay, the saturation is really bad. Unless I find more onions. Wait, that's potatoes. Dude, we're getting some cool stuff. We're getting all the crops. We won't have to slay any more animals. We can just get beetroot and potatoes. And we also have more ducks in the river. And after I spent the rest of the first day raiding the forest and stealing all of the crops from the ground, I decided to go and explore the world on day 2 now that I had some food. Hey, we survived the first day. Now things can only get better from now on. Because look, I found more food. Wait, it's strawberries. Oh my gosh. I think there was a forest fire. And it looks like we've walked right into a jungle. There's another forest fire. Let's also ignore that because I just found iron in this super creepy cave. Ah! How about I'm just not gonna go into the super creepy cave full of super creepy monsters? I wasn't ready to brave the caves without any armor yet, so I decided to run through the jungle and pick up some useful resources like bamboo or some cocoa beans and looked out for any structure that could help me gear up faster. Oh my gosh, it's pandas! Oh, they're rolling around! Take this bamboo. Take it. That's the cutest thing I've seen all day. After the ducks, of course. I made it out of the jungle and look what I found. Another duck! Just kidding. There's a village over there. And more ducks! Wait. It's a Canadian goose. What if they will hunt me? There are crops that I want to pick. Okay, let's take this. Barley. Now those could be nice crops. Hello. Do you want those crops? I wonder if the ducks and geese like seeds. Do you like seeds? Yay! It loves seeds! I also just found this. Is that corn? It's corn! And on day 3, I was still messing around with the wild birds. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? What? It took my seed! You thief! I love this duck. I love this duck. I love this duck too! Ah, it's so adorable! It's so cute and tiny! Okay, I have to stop. We're here to become a master baker, not a duck tamer. So we're gonna loot this village and get all the useful things, like all these hay bales. But the village didn't really have anything to offer except hay bales guarded by Canadian geese. I think we just gotta keep on traveling, but we also need to keep in mind that my inventory is completely full. So we can't really pick up any new things. But the reason I'm running around is that I'm looking for a place to settle. I want a nice cozy space where I can build my base. All I can see is horses, horses, more horses, cherry blossom, and another village. And I see a blacksmith. Okay, jackpot. This could have diamonds. This could have iron armor. It's gonna help me out massively. They're back. I feel like they're following me. Wait, the duck just caught a fish? It caught a fish! By the way, if you also want to have ducks and geese in your game, it's called Untitled Duck Mod, and it's so cute. Hello, villager. I'm gonna steal from your neighbor. Don't tell him. And let's see what we get. Seriously? I swear they always have iron armor or diamonds. I think what I'm gonna do is just take over one of their houses. And I'm just gonna like put my inventory in these chests. There's also a chicken watching me in my window. That's scary. And villages are always conveniently located next to scary caves or ravines. So I'm just gonna help myself to all the resources in here. And on day 4, I went caving with my friend the villager. Oh, he's not really my friend, he just stalked me and it's kind of creepy. I kind of feel uncomfortable that he's here. Let's light up everything and then nothing is gonna go wrong. Everything's gonna be fine. Chicken jockey! Let's leave. Caving without armor is super terrifying, but I still managed to make it out alive with 28 iron ore. I can't say the same about the villager though. He's going on a whole different adventure. I found a blast furnace in this house, which smelts ores way faster, so let's just put it all in here. And you know, I could unalive this guy. I'm incredibly sorry about this. Yay! We got 4 iron. Okay, that's perfect. And together with all of this iron, we got 32 iron ingots. That's perfect. And I think what I'm gonna do is take some of my resources again and then get going. I don't really feel the vibes to settle down and build here, but the land over there looks promising, so I'm just gonna go there. Also because there are spruce trees, and I need to have spruce wood in my builds. I climbed a giant hill so I could get a better look at my area. Oh, there's another village. And maybe the village blacksmith could be so nice and give me diamonds. No? But wait, that's almost a full set of iron armor. Dude, I'm so glad I didn't make iron armor before. Well, that was easy. It only took 3 villages. I think this area is perfect. We got the village right here. We got some nice cold mountains. We got a swamp. We got a tiny swamp and more spruce wood. And a nice open field. I think we can settle in this area, you know, live close to a village so we can steal from nothing. And I think I'm just gonna put all my stuff in this house. Wait, I just saw you can make bags of the food? Yes! Oh, bags of strawberries. Wait, but can you turn them back again? Yes, you can. Oh my gosh. Best discovery ever. Let's also make a chest plate. Full iron armor. Also, I just saw another village. Wait, that's a modded thing. When you add mods and don't know they have structures. I have iron armor now, so if this is like a butcher's house or something, I am prepared to run away really fast. Is anybody home? There's a duck. That's a good sign, right? They have cute decor. They can't be evil, right? If I die, remember me and don't pick up my stuff. Hello? Wait, is this... What the heck? Dude, that's like all the bakery stuff. A baker lives here. Wait, so there are structures that have all of these things? And resources. Sweet dough and flour. Dude, we're getting a nice head start on baking. Yeast. Yeast of your worries. Don't worry, be happy. I can't believe they did that. And I can't believe I have a whole house full of baking stuff. You know what I would call this? Destiny. There's a baking house on this little island. So you know what this means? We gotta live here. It's a sign. It is a sign. And it has ducks, so that's even better. Look at this beautiful duck. And I don't know who lived here before, but I'm just gonna make myself at home. I shall cook in their kitchens and I will sleep in their beds. Why is the bed occupied? Hello? Ghosts! That's so creepy! Huh. What if I place it again? Okay, now I can sleep. I think there's a... the ghost is still here. Okay, I will leave the ghost bed. I should have known this place was haunted. But it's been decided. I'm gonna live there and I'm gonna transform this entire island. Because there are a lot of things that go into baking bread than just the baking itself. We need to use tons of ingredients, so we need an infinite supply of crops and some other machinery that can help me turn them into different things. And then of course next to baking bread, we're also gonna be making tons of cakes, so we have to be prepared. And I think I'm gonna start by clearing out some of the trees around the house, so I get a little bit of an overview of what this place is actually looking like when it's not covered in trees. I cleared out a little area, now we have some resources, and the first thing we gotta do is make a giant crop field, because crops are like the main thing we're gonna need. And I know there's a modded item that can help with that. Yeah, there it is. Wait, that's cheap. Let's make some nuggies and the plow. And we also need a water bucket. Let's just put some water right here and then... It's alive. Not really though. Okay, how do we use it? Hello? What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah! We're plowing the field! We're plowing the field! This is so much easier than making a hoe. Like, look at this. Field plowed. It's done. Wait, how do I get it off though? How do I get it off? Did you say click on it? Oh. I was not panicking. I was not. I just punched it and it flew all the way to the river. Don't mind me, just plowing the river. It's fine. It's gonna go away again. I plowed the river. I didn't know you could do that. That's so funny. It's escaping. It's escaping. No, stay. Oh. And let's just plant all of the crops that we found, like the onions and lettuce. And I noticed we can't place like the lettuce itself. We have to use the lettuce seeds. So we have to turn the crop into seeds and then we can plant them. And same goes for the barley. We turn it into seeds and then we get tons of barley. And I noticed these hay bales. They look different. They're not normal hay bales. They're oat bales. We have oat. Wait, that's another new thing. Can we also turn that into seeds? No, we can't. Wheat seeds and bone meal make oat seeds. I feel like I'm gonna need that in the future. I also want to figure out if you can tame geese and ducks. I looked it up and you cannot tame ducks, but you can feed them seeds and then they will love you. But they won't follow me around or something. It's just gonna be like a chicken. They love you when you hold the food. But you can tame geese. And what they love is seagrass. So I think we need shears. And maybe they just like this right here out of the river. Now we just need to find a goose. Don't mind me getting sidetracked. Oh, the fish just pushed me. Also, I'm hungry, so let's eat the spaghetti and see what it does. Sustenance. And on day 8, I was fully embracing my obsession with birds and getting completely sidetracked, searching for a new pet goose. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. Yay, they're here. Okay. Hello. Whoa, wait, it took it out of my hand. What? Is that how I tamed them? They went in my boat. I'm so sorry, but I'm just gonna take you. I don't think I tamed it yet. I think it just stole stuff out of my inventory and now it owns this food. But now they're in my boat. I mean, that means they chose me, right? They went into my boat. They took the food out of my hand. They went into my boat. They want to be my friend. I love this bird. Also, you know what's really cool? I noticed the ducks dive in the water and then they catch food. It's so adorable. Come on, dive. Yes! Do you see it? Do you see it? They dove into the water. They do it so quickly, but it's so adorable. They did it again. Let's see if I can get the goose out of the boat without hurting it. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Are you gonna hurt me? Take the food. Yes! Dude, I did it! Even though I punched them. Oh, you can... you can sit it down! Oh my gosh. I love you. I love you forever. I love you, you beautiful bird. I'm gonna name him Dennis. You're gonna be Dennis. Dennis the goose. Let me know in the comments if that name reminds you of something. And look, my strawberries are growing. Now we got the strawberry blossoms, so we're gonna get the fruit. I also just went into my house and found the ducks sitting on my drawer. And now it took my bed. The birds have taken over the area, but it makes sense because birds are obsessed with bread and they're gonna be around everybody who has bread. On day 9, I crafted some iron tools like a sword and a pickaxe and a shield. Because I can't just sit in my house and bake bread, I need to gear up so I can transform this entire island. Like, look at all of these modded things right here, and there are so many different things we need so we can create all the different ingredients. And it's a reoccurring thing that all of these things need tons of iron. And after I picked up some spruce saplings, I headed into the mountains where I mined all of the different ores I could find. And of course monsters tried to ambush me. Good that I brought some bread. It's gonna help me survive. And I'm really gonna need that protection. Oh gosh, no, no, no! Creeper, no! I'm fine. Ah! Oh my gosh, it was behind me! No! Why did that scare me? Why did that scare me so? Ah, there's so many creepers! Get wrecked, get wrecked! Stupid creepers. I'm not scared of them. I'm not. There's one. Ah, there's another one. Go away. Yay! They dropped a hat back. What do we get? A unicorn horn? Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. And if you're wondering why I have such a silly mod, well, there's a chance that you could get a chef hat, like a baker's hat. And I want that. I will do everything I can to get that hat. I wonder if the sustenance in the bread is actually making me stronger or like more resistant. Hit me, zombie. Okay, that's not that bad. Maybe the bread is making me strong. Yes! No! No! I have bread powers. Perish. I have the power of the bread on my side. Nothing can stop me. Okay, my worst enemy over there, the witch. I always die to witches. I'm gonna sleep. You know, just for the record, I wasn't scared. We definitely need to make more bread if I want to survive in the caves. I kind of ate everything that was here. I was hungry, okay? And now that it's day 10, I think it's about time we make our first bread. Okay, how about we start with a normal baker's bread, which you make in the stove using dough, sugar, and water. And we got a stove right here, and we have some dough. But we only have sweet dough. We need normal one. Okay, we have to make that from scratch. Okay, this is gonna be even more complicated. We need a crafting bowl, and we need water, flour, and yeast. I think we have those at least, but we need this bowl, which needs more iron. I told you everything needs iron. Crafting bowl, and you can place it down. Yay! Okay, that's so cute. Look at it. We got yeast and flour. Can we grab water from the sink? Wait, that's an infinite water source. Water in here, yeast and flour. Now we stir. Stir more. Stir, 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 stir. And we get the bucket back. And it turned it into dough. And now we have 5 dough. That was so much fun. And now let's get some sugar cane and craft that into sugar. And then we need to put this in the stove. Is it gonna do something? Did I do it wrong? Hello? Oh, it needs fuel, right? Yes! It's happening. I'm baking a water bucket. That's so ridiculous. Give me bread. There's the bread. It's actually like lying in the oven. Let's take it out before it burns. Baker's bread. We got bread. Dive into doughy delights. We ate bread. And look at all those cool achievements. We got the farm and charm mod achievements for all the farming needs. And then the bakery achievements. And I know there's a really cool reward for baking everything, so I'm determined to do it. I got 3 bread, but I have a feeling we're gonna need a lot more than that. So let's use up the remaining ingredients we have. So I repeated the baking process over and over again and having so much fun and getting tons of bread. Also guys, do you know why you put a bucket of water into the stove? Why does there have to be a bucket of water to make the bread? Let me know in the comments if you know. I also just found out you can place the bread on the ground, so it places down. It's an actual bread. And you can also place it in these baskets. It's so adorable. And I'm out of ingredients, but I got 39 baker's bread. Now we can definitely survive all the monsters. I'm gonna go back to the village over here. And instead of trying and failing to look for good caves, because there are so many garbage caves like water caves, I'm just gonna dig into the wall here next to the village and make a little mining outpost. And then we can make a staircase all the way down to diamond level and hopefully pick up tons of useful resources on the way. And maybe even find more scary caves so we can try our bread powers on those scared little monsters. Or was it me that was scared? No, it definitely wasn't me. The creepers were so scared of me for sure. Oh, he decided to move in. Go away! This is my mining outpost. We got a tiny little space over here, and this side is where we're gonna be setting our spawn, you know, in case we die in the caves. And I also got some spruce wood, so let's turn all of that into barrels. And then we can just add them to this wall here, so we can dump all of our inventory in here if we need to. But this is looking kind of hideous, so I'm definitely going to have to decorate this. If we're going to the mines, it has to at least look pretty on the outside. But I'm out of spruce wood, so I'm quickly gonna go grab some. I got a little bit carried away mining out some coal, and I didn't realize I left my bed at the mine shaft, so now I'm gonna have to make a run for it. Don't see me, please don't see me, please don't see me. I made it. I survived. And now we can add some more trapdoors and maybe make some nice pillars next to this. You're a fisherman. Why do they always love the barrels? Ah, there's a creeper. It saw me. Can you... What? I just walked into my mine shaft. Can the creatures of Minecraft please not feel at home in my structures? Can you please not? Leave me. I was just making this roof and it kind of looks ugly. I want to change it. And now we have 3 barrel guys. You stinky fishermen. You're all fired. I'm sorry, but that's not okay. You have to leave. This isn't a villager meeting point. You have your own homes. Go home. Come on, nothing to see here. No, I'm not holding a barrel. We'll be using some chests instead then. And I changed it up a little bit, and I think that's looking kind of cool, if you can tell in the pouring rain. I also let the villagers know that they're no longer welcome here because they need to stop obsessing over my barrels. But now let's start working on the little branch mine, and I'm just gonna dig down and make a little staircase, which is just gonna be a classic hideous staircase down to the mines. But that's okay because we made a pretty entrance, so this can be ugly. Okay, I think it's nighttime outside because this guy just came into my staircase. Go away! I said nobody's coming down here. I'm sleeping. And on day 13, I was digging and digging and digging and breaking tons of stone pickaxes. And I dug into a cave with an enderman, but it has iron, so I'm not complaining. And I also see a passage down to deep slate. Let's grab all of this iron. It looks like the monsters aren't home today except the enderman, and I can take everything I want. I'm always scared when I'm caving and I don't see any monsters lurking, because that means they're definitely watching me and they're probably behind me. Cave noise. Do you guys hear that? There was a cave noise. I mean, yay, big cave. That's very good. That's very good. Hello, cave. I'm not scared. Don't mind me. Just lighting up everything because there are diamonds. I just saw them on the wall and everything is coming towards me. Do not walk towards me. I'm gonna eat the bread. I have power. Die, creatures! You can't hurt me. Look at me. I'm so powerful. Look at your little fists punching me. It's not doing anything. Oh gosh, there's so many. I'm not scared. No, I'm not scared. Look at me. Die and give me more hat bags. Die. Let's pillar up a little bit because I want to check out my hat bags. Always hoping for the baker's chef hat. What do we get? Wait, Easter. Wait, is it Easter? I don't think it's Easter today, right? But it's like Easter season. Minecraft scared me. Imagine forgetting it's Easter. It's a bunny. It's a bunny. It looks creepy. I love it. Oh, hi. Have you been waiting to kill me this whole time? I'm so sorry. Die! And you also want to kill me, right? I'm going to kill you because I have bread power. Now let's go and get those diamonds in the wall. I'm just gonna scaffold all the way over here and then we can just grab them. It's raining diamonds! Well, one diamond. The funniest thing is that I keep thinking this lichen is diamonds. Okay, this is a dead end. I mean, why don't we just go and branch mine in here? Digging in deep slate is very slow, but hopefully we're gonna get a diamond pickaxe really fast so we don't have to do this with a stone pickaxe. I'm also gonna make a furnace and smelt some of the iron we found because then we could make more iron pickaxes if we break this one. And this thing just spawned. I think I'm in a mountain biome because these creatures only spawn there. I also just realized I didn't bring any wood so I could make chests to load off all my garbage inventory. But I just got a big brain idea because there was this mine shaft so I could just go and pick up some wood from there. Let me just quickly grab all of this. Wait, was this here the whole time? That's a spawner. And it's a zombie spawner. Wait, I need to eat my bread power. Bread power. Yes, you can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me. I'm so powerful. There's nothing you can do, zombies. There's nothing you can do. Golden apple, horse armor, and more iron. Well, thank you very much. And some bones. I need that for bone meal so I can make that. I don't know what it was. Oat, I think. But now let's find the branch mine again. And then we can dump all of this mess in here. And now let's keep mining because those diamonds aren't gonna find themselves. Well. I just found more diamonds, but they're in a cave. So I'm thinking it's probably just one. That's so sad. We just need one more diamond and then we can get a diamond pickaxe. Oh yeah, here we go. More diamonds. This time it's finally more than just one. Oh yeah. Now we got 8 diamonds in total, so we can make a diamond pickaxe. It's still not super fast, but it's definitely a big improvement. Now let's hope I'll find tons of diamonds before this pickaxe breaks. And on day 16, I was digging through the deep slate like a greedy little cave gremlin, yearning for stacks and stacks of diamonds, which of course I didn't find. But one thing I found was another monster spawner, and of course it's zombies. No! Oh no! Oh no! No. Bread powers! You can't kill me, I have bread powers. Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. Save me, bread. Die, creature. I totally slayed. Ah! No! And now we get more cool stuff. Ooh, hat bag. And a name tag. And normal bread. I don't need that. I have cool baker's bread. That's way cooler than normal Minecraft bread. But I can't believe how unlucky I've gotten with the diamonds. I was getting kind of close to giving up, especially because I kept hearing creepy cave noises. But then I finally got lucky again. Diamonds! Well, where have you been hiding? You're mine now. I literally went through half the pickaxe and now I finally get diamonds. More! Yes! More diamonds! Come to me. How was it that I was so unlucky and now I'm lucky again? But I'm definitely not gonna complain about this. Now look at my mining haul. We got 22 diamonds. And while I was mining, all my iron has smelted. So now we have tons of ingots too. And now we can finally get out of these creepy crawly mines. I just need to make it out alive and not get seen by those creatures lurking. I saw you, creeper. I see you. Go away. Oh gosh. Do not. He's following me! Oh my gosh! Ah! Since when can they go up the water? That's so creepy. Wait a moment. You were in my house! Oh, don't you run away. I saw you were in my house this entire time, weren't you? How dare you? How dare you go into my beautiful, ugly mine shaft? They're so suspicious. Oh. They have company. Go away. Go away. Uh-oh. Oh no, I forgot I was in an older version of Minecraft. Oh no, I'm just in 1.20. Wait, this is actually so bad. Wait, this is so bad. I need to save the villagers. So I spent a really long time trying to get the villagers to go into their houses and then block off the door, but they kept leaving again, making it super frustrating. And while I was doing that, I didn't notice that the iron golems had basically defeated the entire raid. You villagers have nothing to see here. Why are there still so many villagers? Go in your houses and you die. Ow! Thank you, golems. What, who's setting off fireworks? Is it the villagers? I didn't even do anything. I was just locking the villagers in their houses. But now let's get back to our island, because now that we have diamonds, we can make better tools and start working on all of our build projects. Hello, Dennis. Just sitting there. He's watching over my island, forever holding this food. I think the first thing we're gonna add to this island are some farm-related things. We have our little crop field here, but we still have to expand it, and I want to have a field for every single type of crop. And with all the new modded plants, that's gonna be a lot. So let's make a diamond axe, and then we can chop down all of the trees so that we can get a better overview of this area. And hopefully there's gonna be enough space on this island to have tons of crop fields, animal pens, and some more farm-related builds. The local creepers didn't like that idea though. I cleared out the trees on half of the island, so now look at this nice flat open land and horribly disgusting caves and ugly terrain. It would be nice to have fields all around here and then maybe something giant here. We need a building that can turn wheat into flour so we can bake bread. So we gotta make a windmill, but first I need to sort out that messy terrain, so let's make a diamond shovel. And let's get rid of this weird messy hill over here. And this is turning into a giant mess too, but trust the process, because we're gonna need all of this dirt here, and then we can use it to fix this mess over here. And I'm thinking we raise the layer all the way up to here and then make a nice higher platform all around this. But as always, when you terraform, you gotta trust the process, because it will always look ugly at first and then make sense later. So on day 21, I was breaking and placing dirt blocks all day long, transforming the area from this into this. It's definitely a big improvement, and now we have so much space so we can plan our builds. And I'm thinking the windmill should go right here. So let's plan out a little round shape, something like this. Now I just need to get a good block palette, and I'm thinking maybe some stone and then sandstone and bricks. So we've got a lot of grinding ahead of us. Let's plunder the river and take all of the clay here so we can get a nice supply of bricks. I have over a stack already, so we can smelt all of this already. And then go out and get some more. Oh my gosh, look at this goose. It's carrying an egg. Whoa, wait. Wait, I pressed the wrong button. No, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. What is it doing? What is it doing? Is it like angry? Hello? Ah! Dude, it beats me up. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I deserve that. I'm so sorry for beating you and your egg. Ow! No! I'm so sorry. Really, please forgive me. Okay, bye. So that never happened, okay? Don't tell Dennis. And we've got tons of bricks that are smelted already. But when you turn them into blocks, it's much less. But another thing we need is lots of sandstone and lots of spruce wood. And I just found out about another cool thing that's gonna help me when I go exploring to find resources. It's called a supply card. And of course it needs iron. But I think that one works just like the plow. Let's craft it. And let's place it down right here. There we go. It's an actual supply card. Oh my gosh, we can stand on it. I am on the supply card. And I think we just do this. Whee! So on day 24, I took my card and went to all of the beaches in the nearby area and stole all of the sand. And this card is so good because we can just open this chest and then put all of our stuff in here and then keep traveling. Also, they are here again. I'm leaving. I also remembered I need wool, so I'm just gonna shear all of the sheep in this area, you know, for the windmill wheel. I'm also gonna go into this creepy cave because I might need some andesite, you know, as a nice mix for the stone foundation of the windmill. And I'm also gonna take some granite while we're here, so I can save on bricks because they almost look alike. Ah! Wait! Did I just throw my sword? Oh my gosh, I panicked and threw my sword. Imagine I throw my diamond pickaxe. And now the last thing we need is a bit of spruce wood, but for that I'm gonna leave the cart at home because I don't want it to get stuck in the dense spruce forest. Oh, hi Dennis. I didn't know they followed you like dogs, but that makes sense because they're tamed. Dennis is happy in the birch forest and we're just gonna get all of the spruce wood. And let's also try to get ourselves 4 saplings so we can grow the big spruce trees. Also, I just read you can give your pet goose a weapon. Let's give Dennis a sword. Does it work? Hold the sword, Dennis. Take it. Oh my gosh, he took it! He took the sword! You go defend me from all the monsters and I'm just gonna gather spruce wood. I trust Dennis 100%. I won't have to look over my shoulder for monsters. He's gonna save my life every single time. I hope because I just gave up my sword. And on day 26, Dennis and I were making our way back home with over 2 stacks of spruce wood and no monster incidents. Let's plant a ton of big spruce trees over by the villagers so we don't ruin our own home by having everything here turn to podzol. Sorry, villagers. And Dennis dropped my sword for food. Oh my gosh, Dennis, where's my sword? Now I have to retrace our steps to see if I can find it again. Oh, I see it floating in the river. I guess he doesn't want to be a warrior goose. He just wants food. But he's so real for that because I just want bread too. And we gotta hurry because I only have 2 bread left. So let's put Dennis on the ghost bed. He can sleep here. And we have a windmill to build. So let's go ahead and craft up all of our resources. We're gonna make tons of sandstone and different kinds of spruce materials. But getting all the resources ready took way longer than I thought because I didn't only have to smelt tons of cobblestone into bricks, but I also had to go back and get more sand because the 4 stacks I got earlier only gave me 1 stack of sandstone blocks. So the grind was real once again. But on day 28, I had gathered most of the resources. So let's get to work and get rid of all this dirt, and then we can replace it with a mix of cobblestone, andesite, stone bricks, and stone. And I got a little bit carried away and just built the entire thing already. So this is gonna be the room where we're gonna make all the flour, and we're gonna have an entrance right here. And now we just need to go up. And now we just go 1 block inwards using the sandstone, and let's make another layer. And I'm also gonna add some spruce in here so I can just run around here without worrying about falling to my death, because this windmill is gonna be a really tall building. And after I added a nice little brick roof on top of the sandstone, I was out of resources again and I wanted a whole other layer on top of this. So it was back to smelting tons of resources. I'm also out of bread, so I'm gonna be eating tons of beetroot until my windmill is done. And then I will make so much bread. And while my resources are smelting, I'm just gonna lure some wild sheep over to my island because I still haven't gathered enough wool for my windmill wheel. I also just got an achievement for eating a tomato. I tasted the red. That's kind of creepy. Trying to get sheep to follow you across the river has to be the most painful thing ever. Come on, we're almost there, sheep. Come on, no, don't turn back. And I'm just gonna make them a little sheep pen and hopefully it's gonna be pretty in the future. But for now, it's just gonna be functional. Yeah, this is gonna be their new home. Very ugly. I am terribly sorry. Please come in here. And then we can breed the sheep and get infinite wool for all of our building projects. And I'm also gonna dig out this ugly patch of stone right here. And then we can put all of the dirt in here. And then this right here could be a chicken pen, because look at all the wild chickens roaming around our island. We just gotta lure them with the seeds, and then we can collect all the eggs they lay, because we need those to bake cake. Enjoy your new home, little chickens. And now let's get back to the windmill. I added another smaller sandstone and brick layer on top of the others, which made the build look really good, so all we need is the windmill wheel, which I started, but of course I was out of wool straight away. This is looking so sad, like the wind has blown the wheel away. So we're gonna have to breed tons of sheep until we can finish this. I think while we breed the sheep, we can already work on the inside of the windmill, which is where we're gonna make all the flour. And to make flour, we have to put all of these things into a mincer, and that turns it into flour. And of course it needs tons of iron. But I think we might have enough. Yes, we do. We still have tons of iron left. I mean, look at all of this. Oh gosh, this is scaly in my windmill. Why? No, no, no. Oh my gosh, wait, the bow's so strong. No, 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 please, you can't kill me, you can't kill me, you can't kill me. No! Oh no, I'm at spawn. Oh, come on. Let's run back before our stuff despawns. I can see the windmill. We're almost back. Please. Oh my gosh, it's there, it's there. And the scaly is gone. Good. It deserved to die. I had so many XP levels. This is so tragic. Those stupid monsters will not spawn in here again. I'll make sure of that. And now we're safe in here, so we can start working on this interior. And let's add some nice spruce floorboards in here. And I think mixing up the planks and some of the strip blocks is gonna look really nice. And then we can have this in the middle, like a nice windmill wheel grindstone kind of thing. Because the wheel spins outside and then grinds the stone in here. But of course the mincer is gonna do the grinding for us. It looks so creepy, like one of those meat mincing things. I bet it can do that too. So we got this little setup here, and then back here we could add a little crafting station. And of course some chests for storage. And now let's go and try out that mincer. All of our crops have grown, so we can just harvest that. I think we can use all 3 of these things, so let's just put this in here. Oh, it's gone. And now we just click on it and it grinds it. Wait, whoa! It's flying out! We got flour! Dude, that one is flying. We should close the door. That windmill is grinding. Oh my gosh, it's flying. This is so funny. Wait, we get so much flour. That's so much. We're gonna be so rich. This was so worth it. And it's so fun to do this too. We just click on it and all the flour flies out. And just like that, we have a stack of flour. And another thing we need is yeast. How do you make yeast? We have to cook it in a pot. Oh my gosh, this is so complicated. But wait, it looks like we already have a cooking pot. Okay, we can do this. We just harvest all of the sugarcane out here. And I planted it all around the shore, so we're gonna have so much. And just like that, a whole stack of sugar and now 2 stacks of sugar. And now we just add all of this in the pot. Oh, and we need a bowl. Oh my gosh, how does one make a bowl? Oh, like this. Okay, let's add this in here. And it's taking really long, but the yeast is cooking. And we got yeast! Yay! We got 12. Okay, now we just repeat that again and again. And with the yeast and flour, we can make more bread. Let's try a different one this time, because there are so many. I mean, look at all of the things we can make. And all of these need so many different things. How about we just make some crusty bread? Let's make the dough again. Yay! And then we can put all of this in here, and this should turn into crusty bread. Hopefully, if I did it right. Look at me, I made crusty bread! And it has much better sustenance. Oh, the monsters are gonna watch out from now on. I will kill them. And while my crusty bread was baking, I expanded my windmill and added a cute little wooden shed next to it. And I'm gonna make the walls out of trapdoors, and I think that's gonna look really cool. And then we just add a little slab roof on top. And this little shed isn't gonna be a home for the pig that just moved in. Yeah, leave! Leave! This is where I'm gonna store the supply cart and the plow. Because they look so cute, so we gotta display them. And I think I almost have enough wool so I can finish the windmill wheel. I also made another animal pen so I can move all the cows into here. Because we're definitely gonna need leather for other projects. Because I have a feeling we're gonna need an enchanted pickaxe because everything is breaking. But before we dive into other projects, we gotta finish what we started and build that windmill wheel. It turned out a bit big, but I think windmill wheels need to be that big, right? I think it's looking really cool. Now let's get a bunch of leaves from this tree, and then we can add some greenery to the side. And now we've made this really pretty windmill, and it's looking so cool. And we can get infinite flour from it. And I got some nice resources in my inventory because now I really need to go and make an XP farm. This isn't gonna be the only build on here, and I'm definitely gonna use that block pallet again, so we're gonna need tons of resources. Which means it would be good to have better tools than these. And we did find 2 zombie spawners, so we can just pick one and then make an XP farm. I think there was one just over here in this wall. Yeah, there it is, and there's a nice open space here so we can make a little kill chamber. Let's grind. So I got to work and dug out the spawner room, breaking my diamond pickaxe in the process. But if I do this right, I'm gonna get tons of XP so I can enchant a diamond pickaxe and everything will be fine again. This place is kind of dangerous, so out in the open where monsters could just ambush me, but I made a little wall so nothing can crawl from over here. And I think I'm just gonna make this wall here bigger so nothing can crawl from over there too. There's so much evil lurking over there. But we've got some evil lurking down here too. The zombie spawner is working so we can slay all of those monsters. Hopefully get tons of XP levels and also some hat bags. I really want that baker's hat. So I'm just gonna be here slaying all of these. Wait a moment, one of the zombies dropped a rolling pin. One of them was a baker and I killed them. Wait, you can beat them with this. Wait, it does something to them. They get less attack speed when you beat them with this. Wait, look, one of them is holding something. What are they holding? They're holding a knife. That's not a sword, that's a knife. Dude, you're creepy. Look at what the zombies are holding. I think they're holding a frying pan. That kind of makes me scared about the lore of this world. What if they were all bakers and chefs and ended up as zombies? That makes me scared. We need to not end up like them. We need to make a beautiful, safe island where we can live our bakery dreams forever. I'm at 34 levels already. Oh my gosh, and there are zombies behind me. Hello? Chicken jockey! Why are they here? My XP farm is over there. Go away, chicken people. Oh no, I killed the chicken. I'm sorry. And we don't only have XP, we also have tons of hat bags. So we can open them and see if we can get something cool. Like this axolotl hat. It's so cute. It blinks. And now look at all these chests full of hats. And look what we have here. We found it. Now it's chef hat time. Yay, we're gonna be baking bread. And now everybody will know it. I also got a small cooking pot from the zombies and more pitchforks and rolling pins. And finally, we're out of the dreadful, scary mines. And I didn't even die to monsters. Now the next step is getting an enchanting table, so we're gonna need tons of leather and paper. So I'm gonna very loudly farm all of this sugarcane. Why is farming this so loud? My storage mess is getting out of hand. It's so bad. There is so much chaos everywhere and I need all of these resources. Once we get fast tools, we gotta make a storage house and our own kitchen, because I don't want to cook in the ghost kitchen. That's kind of creepy. And this is going to be even louder than the sugarcane. We have to breed all of these loud, noisy cows. Moo. And then we have to unalive a bunch of them. But it's still gonna take a while to get enough cows and then enough leather to make a full 15 bookshelf enchanting table. So in the meantime, I think I'm gonna expand my farmland, because we're gonna be needing tons of crops soon. And this is just looking so sad. Oh my gosh! I made a little duckling hatch. Let's get the plow, and then we can quickly plow this field before the monsters come out, because it's getting dark. Come on, quickly, quickly, quickly. And the field has been created, and I also just noticed, since when has this floating tree been here? Hello? I didn't do this. I swear. It was this duck and its baby. It was them. I blame it on them entirely. Now let's harvest some of this, because I'm thinking this field over there should be a little vegetable patch. And I also just remembered I own tomatoes, and we can turn them into seeds as well. So we could have some tomatoes here. Hello. Would you mind, please? Thank you. Then we can have lettuce here. And if you're wondering why I need lettuce and tomatoes to bake bread, I saw there are sandwiches, so we could make sandwiches out of the bread. That's so cool. And then I could sell them in my bakery. I feel like those ducks would be good customers. Look, they're so hungry. They're gonna eat all of my bread. And on day 40, I went on a rampage and killed all the cows in the area. And Minecraft really didn't like that, so they made a thunderstorm. I'm gonna have to look out for monsters, because they can spawn during the day when there's a thunderstorm. I'm not scared. Why today of all days? I don't want to sleep the thunderstorm away, because I would lose a very precious day. It's like, 10 minutes of work I'm losing. Wait, I have the power of bread. Nothing can stop me. Not even that creeper on the hill. Oh my gosh, both of the creepers are watching the beautiful view. That's so cute. Ah! That's not cute. That's not cute. That's horrible. Stupid child. Oh, there are more cows and a zombie with an enchanted sword. No, thank you. Quick leather run. I can do it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I cannot lose all my XP levels. Oh my gosh, I cannot lose my XP levels. Dude, I just grinded 38 levels. I just realized that. But this is still way too risky, so I'm just gonna go in here and sleep. Oh, wait, the thunderstorm is over. Yay! I survived the thunderstorm. That means no more monsters will spawn. Let's kill more cows. I'm so sorry, cows. But on the next day, the skies were clear again, and I returned home with a bunch of leather. Let's turn all the sugarcane into paper, and let's craft tons of books. Oh my gosh, yes! I think we need 45 books to get 15 bookshelves. And 15 bookshelves! Now we just need an enchanting table. And since I broke my diamond pickaxe, we're gonna need another one, because we have to go and mine obsidian. And I've seen a lava pit by the village somewhere. This is it. Okay, let's destroy it. Bye, lava. Now this is gonna take a while. Yay, first one! Wait, look who just arrived, the wandering trader. I'm so sorry, I'm so terribly sorry. Free leads, free leads. And let's craft the enchanting table. And now we just need to find a pretty spot to put the table. Why don't we just put it on this little spot right here? Let's place it here. And then the bookshelves all around it. And now we grab some lapis. And we still have 13 diamonds and 38 levels. And let's see what good enchants we can get. Silk touch. Oh yes. Oh no. Let's see what the axe would give us. Unbreaking. Why? I have the worst luck. Let's make another pickaxe. And we get one more try before we're out of levels. Efficiency 4. Yes, and fortune 3. Thank you very much. And now we're under 30 levels, so the enchanting has to stop for now. I really need an efficiency pickaxe, so this is perfect. So the grind for my big baker's house can begin. Oh, we're gonna need so much sandstone. I just hatched a goose baby? It's huge! I accidentally threw an egg, and now this exists. Dennis, you have a son. Enjoy. And I'm gonna go and try and find a desert so I can mine sandstone blocks easily, because mining sand is so slow because it gives so little sandstone blocks. So if I can just find the blocks and mine them, that's gonna be much better. And I'm gonna mine all of the coal that I come across with my fortune pickaxe, because I'm gonna need tons of coal to smelt that sandstone into smooth sandstone. I need to get out of these cold spruce mountain biomes and find something warmer, because when I do, there's a chance that a desert could be there. Hopefully. I have never seen so much bamboo forest in my life. What is this? There's just bamboo forest after bamboo forest. When will it ever end? I've made it out of the bamboo forest. Now I'm greeted by a dense jungle. Oh gosh. I walked right into this creepy structure. Let's loot it just quickly. There's a trap here. Ow! Dude, I'm so bad. I still fell for it. And loot chest, ooh, armor trims. And secret chest, more armor trims and iron. And now let's go and find that desert. I have found the ocean, there's more bamboo. Wait, is that desert? It's desert. I found the desert. And under all of this sand are layers of sandstone. I see them. There's the sandstone. So now we can just dig in. Oh my gosh, efficiency 4. We can just insta-mine this. This is so much better than mining sand. I love this. We're gonna build so many houses with this. I can feel it. And I mined out this entire room and now we got so many stacks of sandstone. Let's run back home because we got something really cool to build. And let's melt all of this into smooth sandstone. Let's also make a smithing table. And then we can put one of the armor trims on my chest plate. Oh wait, we need an ingot. Okay, let's put this on. And wild armor trim. Yay! Okay, this looks good. I like that. New baker's uniform. And we're also gonna need tons of spruce wood so we can finally take down all the trees that have been growing here. I wish I had efficiency on my axe, but at least I have unbreaking so it won't break that fast. And we got so much spruce wood and we can craft all of that into stairs so we can make a nice spruce roof. And some of the sandstone is smelted too, so let's start planning the house. I want to have a big building that's not only gonna be my storage house, but also my kitchen. So I need a lot of space for a giant kitchen where I can cook and make tons of bread and where I can store all my ingredients. This house served us well, but we've outgrown it because we have so much stuff. And I think this is gonna be a nice kitchen and this can be the storage room. But I already had a feeling that I won't have enough sandstone for this. So I brought some birch because they look kind of similar and I'm gonna texture the walls with this. Let's build. So I started building up the walls for my new bakery house, leaving tons of openings for many windows. So I'm gonna have a very nice bright kitchen on the inside. Let's add a nice spruce floor in the storage room part. And then we can have a staircase going down here to the kitchens and have a wall separating the rooms. Oh gosh, and the goose baby turned into a Canadian goose. Hello, please do not hunt me. I love this goose. And let's already craft tons of chests and then we can add those in the storage room. Maybe we could have a little wall of chests right here. Now this is gonna be a lot of storage, so we can bring all of the mess that is in this poor little house and neatly sort it into the new storage room. Don't mind me organizing my chest before I've even put a roof on this build. And I also want to do something cool because you can make hat stands and then we can display a cool hat here like the farmer hat. Look, it's cute! And on the next day I had finally sorted everything and I already started smelting tons of bricks because that's what we're gonna need next. Because this house doesn't only need a roof, it's also gonna be my little baking factory, so we're gonna need a big chimney. And every classic chimney is made out of bricks, so we're gonna need tons of them. I think I'm gonna make way more furnaces, so this goes way faster. And I also have to gather more sand so I can build some windows. I've also just realized I'm at 30 levels again from smelting all my stuff. so we can craft a diamond shovel. And let's see if we could get efficiency. Yes! Okay, it's just efficiency. I don't care. It's efficiency. Getting sand isn't gonna be an annoying chore anymore. Look at this. Let's smelt all of this and let's collect all the bricks we got. And we're gonna get 49 bricks. Oh my gosh. This is gonna take ages. Wait, unless... I forgot I have neighbors over there if they survive the raid. And I think there's a mason in this village and they trade bricks. Yeah, this is the mason house. Hello? I think he died. Let's find a new guy for the job. Yay, there's still villagers. Hello. Wait, there's still villagers. What? Hello? Why are there so many? That's so creepy. I locked so many of them in their houses. Wait, and that's the mason. Hello. Oh, you trade the clay balls and then I get bricks. Wait, that's the perfect trade. It basically saves me all the smelting. I think I'm just gonna trade with one of the villagers who are locked in their houses because they cannot escape, so they won't be annoying. Here. Workstation. Take the job. Oh, really? You don't want to work? You want to sleep instead? Take this job, Mr. Villager. Yay! We got a mason! And on day 48, I gathered tons of clay in the river and then went back to trade it all with my new mason villager. Oh yeah, what a deal. You're so happy and I'm so happy. I'm getting all the bricks. Wait, that's like a stack of bricks? Just like that. And with the stuff that is smelting, I think we have enough to build a giant chimney. We have over 2 stacks. We can do it. And since we have so many bricks, we can make a really big one. One that's gonna get smaller and smaller towards the top. So this is a mess. But maybe once we put the roof in, this could look good. So I started making the outline of the roof using oak stairs and blocks, and I tried to make a really nice country home roof. So after I figured out the shape, I filled it in with a bunch of spruce wood. I've done most of the sides, now we just need to fill in the front and then it's gonna be done. And I'm thinking maybe we add another chimney in here because it's a little baking factory, so it's gonna have multiple chimneys. I also found this part of the roof too empty, so I added another little building on top of it, and it's so adorable. I just trampled my crops. Oh my gosh. And I also just realized it's day 50. We survived for 50 days already, so now we have 50 more to turn this island into a beautiful baker's paradise. We still have so much to discover and so much to decorate, and we gotta bake tons and tons of bread. Let's make a little flower bed up here and add some trapdoors. And then we can plant some roses and have some leaves going down the side here. Perfect. I also just realized I still haven't put windows in my windows. But I've been smelting my glass, so now it's ready. And I also killed some skellies. So with the help of their bones, we're gonna make some white dye. And then we're gonna get some white stained glass. There's a duck in my boat. Awkward. Let's fill in all the windows and make it nice and secure in here. But these walls are still looking a bit bare compared to the roof, so I'm gonna add tons of spruce decor around the windows. And now this is looking much better, and we can also add some leaves on top of this. And I was also thinking to have a nice grand entrance to my storage room. Maybe a nice spruce wood entrance with an oak door. And then we could have a little overhang above. Hello, pig. Oh, how it looked at me! I'm scared. Another thing this place needs is lighting, so we can make some lanterns. Let's put one up here, and I've also made this really cute round window at the top, so we can also add a lantern up there. I also added some cute decor and flower pots, and now it's starting to look really, really good. My beautiful bakery and storage house, and my storage room is pretty much completed, so now we have to transform this room into my beautiful little bakery and kitchen, and remove all the holes in the ceiling. Let's start by digging out the floor. And then we can take our Silk Touch pickaxe back to the village because there are some stony areas and we can just mine out all the resources we need. And then we can make a nice little stony kitchen floor. Now we got a nice floor, but we still have this gaping wall. But I was thinking since the chimney is out here, we could have another one inside, or like the same one. But it's gonna be a big bakery oven where we can bake all the bread. So this is gonna be the baking part and we can put something in there. And then we got the chimney going all the way up to the ceiling. And let's not die. Yay, I made it. I survived building a chimney. Pro Minecraft. I mean, pro bakery. But now comes the fun part, building the kitchen so we can use all of these modded things to bring our bakery dreams to life. I don't want to steal everything from here though, so I'm just gonna take a couple pots and you know, the stuff that I got from killing all the zombies. There are all of these things we can craft, and of course they need more bricks. Why does everything need more bricks? Hey, Mr. Villager, please help me out once more. Thank you, dear villager. And the first thing we need is definitely a stove. So we're gonna need tons of iron. And we also have to make a bunch of campfires. And let's craft 8 of them. And a little brick sink. And that's half of my iron gone already. I want to have the stoves in here because it's like a little baking oven. Dinner is coming! Yes, dinner is coming. And it's gonna be bread. And right here, I want to create something like a kitchen island so we can have all of the cooking stuff here. And then we need some countertops. How do you make them? A brick counter. Okay, we just need slabs and more bricks. Oh gosh. And then we add them here and on the other side. And I also brought all of these pots so we can place them on top, like right here. Little pot, big dreams. That's me. I have big dreams. Then we can have the big one. Potluck preparations. Oh my gosh, we're getting all the advancements. That's very good because I need to get all of these advancements. And the crafting... Ow! It burns. And the crafting bowl can go right here. And then here we can have more stuff like the sink. So we can have an infinite water source in here. And then we can have more countertops. We just need to put them all around here. I'm gonna need more bricks. I also saw this thing called a roaster. Oh gosh, there goes all my iron. And we can also place this. Roast and boast. Now we can cook and bake and do everything in these pots. And after some more trading with the villagers, I finally had enough bricks so I could finish my little kitchen. I also want to make some caking stations. It's kind of weird that they require sugar to craft, like they're made out of sugar. But we're gonna bake it happen. I also like all these cabinets, so I want to craft them too. So we can have little drawers. And I also have a bunch of these tinier wall cabinets we can put above this. Then we have some of those trays where we can place the bread that we bake. And I found something cool. It's this tool rack, but it doesn't place anything except this thing because we can get things and then hang them on it. Does it work? Yeah, it works! I want to craft stuff to put on this. Let's make a bread knife. Watch out, everybody. I have a knife. You better subscribe. Okay, that was creepy. And now take a look at my finished kitchen. It's a really nice open room. I added this kind of chandelier thing. It's like a nice little lighting above the kitchen island. And now all we have to do is move all of our ingredients over to all the cabinets. And then maybe one for like the flour and yeast, that kind of stuff. And then one for vegetables and fruit. And one for all these herbs or whatever that is. I think we can make tea with that. I'm so excited to try it all. It's gonna be so good. And now everything is sorted into the cabinets and everything on the stove is sizzling and bubbling. It's time we start baking. How about we bake some croissants? So let's put all of this in here and stir. And now we get sweet dough. Perfect. Everything just flew out. Ow! And now we put it all on the stove and we got a croissant. I love how when you put something in the stove, it's just like the items lying on top of each other. It's so funny. Now we have some food again. Ooh, how about we make some braided bread? I want to make braided bread. That sounds so cool. Sweet dough, dough, and sugar. Okay, we can do that. We can do that easily. We still have tons of this. The stove just closed up because I'm out of coal. I'm so sorry. Please take this coal. Take this offering. Please give me braided bread. And here we go. And it's got sustenance of 3 minutes. All the monsters will stay away. They're so scared of me and my braided bread. And the best part is that we can display the bread in this kitchen. We can even put it in the baskets, which is so cute. But I don't want to spend all day braiding bread when this island is still looking pretty much a mess. Also, I just noticed, how did I get 37 levels? Hello? Wait, that must be from the villager trading. Oh, that's perfect. Because I still need to clear out another half of this island. And my axe is kind of bad and it's gonna break soon. So maybe, just maybe, we could get lucky and get another axe. Please, efficiency, please, please. Fortune, no. And when the enchanting table isn't giving me what I want, I'll just put it over here. And then do like a level 1 enchant for 1 XP level. And then the table has reset and we can try our luck again. Why? I said it has reset! I've been scammed. You know what? I don't care. Let's see. Okay, it's efficiency 4. Yay, we have efficiency 4. Look at me now. Now we can clear out all of the trees and make space for some new builds. Because you know what's missing for the ultimate bakery island? A bakery. I mean, we have the baking factory and like production side of things. But the other half of the island needs to be something where we can display the bread, sell some cake. You know, where people can come and have a great time and taste all of my baked goods. Yes, chicken, you can have bread. Look to be all bread. And so I spent the rest of the day ridding the island of all its trees so I would have a nice open land to plan my new builds. And now all the trees are gone and suddenly everything feels so empty and small. and the ground is littered with resources. And we have an entire inventory full of wood, which is perfect because we're gonna need that for all our builds. And I think now is the best time to plan the layout of this island. So let's craft a bunch of wooden shovels. Wait, I just made stone shovels and said wooden shovels and then made too many. My brain just brained. But that's okay, we're gonna need tons of stone shovels because we're gonna make a path all around this area. I really want to plan out where everything is gonna go, so we need a path leading to all the builds first. And it actually was kind of good that I made so many stone shovels because I went through half of them and I still have lots of pathing to do. But for now we have a path going from over here all the way to the windmill and then branching off to this house and to this place here. And these locations here and here are nice potential spots for new builds. But before that can happen, we got a lot of terraforming to do. We gotta fill in all of those weird holes and all of the random water holes. Wait, something died in there. What? A pig! Dude, that's so sad! And I'm also gonna add some spruce wooden steps so we can go up the path easily. And I think now I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. I want to finish off my farming area before I can start my little bakery shop area. And we still only have these two tiny fields, the vegetable patch and the mix and match patch. So how about we go big and make a crop field for every single kind of crop. Let's get our plow and get to work. I dug 1-block holes all over this area. And now we grab water and then go back over there and fill the holes until every single hole has water in it. At least run an island surrounded by water so I can easily grab more. And now we can take the plow and turn everything into farmland. And it's so much faster and easier than using a hoe. And I kind of feel like a farmer, which is so fun. So I went from field to field and tilled all the soil, and it was like a fun farming mini game. And then I'm gonna use the hoe to fill in the couple patches that the plow missed. So I accidentally punched the plow again and went all the way to the water. Oh my god. Why do I keep doing this? Wait. Oh my gosh, it went all the way out of the river? It kept going into the tree. Now I want to see if I can do it again. You know, just like out of curiosity. Okay, if I place it. Now it's not doing it. I swear it was doing it earlier. Wait, now, yes! There we go! Yes! Yay, let's go! This is so cursed. Now I just have to trample all the farmland that the plow left all across my island. And now we've got all of this farmland and we can plant whatever we want. Let's first destroy this messy field over here so we can take all of the seeds. And I want this field to have barley and oat, but we still haven't made any oat seeds. And I think you need a bone meal and the normal seeds. And then we get oat seeds. And we definitely have to make more than just these two. And I also just realized I left Dennis in that house all by himself, so now he can move into the new house with me. Yay! He can go on the bed again. This is gonna be his goose bed. Enjoy, Dennis. I love this goose. Anyway, back to farming. And on day 62, I was basically planting crops all day long. I made an onion field, a potato field, and a carrot field. And I think my favorite field of all of them is the strawberry field. It's gonna look so cool once all the strawberries have grown. And now we have crops on all the fields, but I still need all those crops to grow so I can add more and more because there are still some empty spaces because I ran out of seeds. I think this duck ate all of them. I know what you did. And while the crops are growing, I'm gonna go and bake some more bread because I'm out of food again. I'm just devouring all the bread I'm making so fast. Let's try something new and make some baguettes. And we could also make some toast. That requires milk. I knew I'd be needing those cows for something. It's so funny that we have to put the milk in the stove. Some nice boiled milk coming right up. Oh my gosh, we got so much baguette! And toast, which we can also place down. Look at all these cool little breads. I love them so much. I also dove into some of like the sweeter options and I want to make a waffle. It's so cool that we can make all of this food in Minecraft and I'm gonna eat all of it. I think all of this bread is gonna get us through the next 10 days. Hopefully. Bread. And to finish off my farmland, I also want to improve all those animal pens. They look so tragic and I don't think the animals are very happy. And I think for both the cows and the sheep, we can add a little overhang in the back. And maybe we could also add some campfires. Ow, but extinguished ones because they look really, ow, cool. And then we can also have some leaves growing down. And now we have these really cute overhangs over the animal pens. And I also have a really cool plan for the chicken coop. I want to make a little building. They're all escaping. It's fine, I will catch them again. Let's make them their little house first. And then they will want to come back because it's gonna be a really beautiful little chicken coop house. We got this tiny oak building and then we can put a slab spruce roof on top. And then I have to catch all the chickens again. And we can have little doors here, but the chickens can always walk in and out. Now we just need to get all the chickens back in there. Now you have a really nice home. I also think something is missing here. When you walk up here from the windmill, there's just nothing here. Except another chicken that escaped. Get back in the pen. But I think I just got a cool farmy idea for what I could put there. And I also just farmed my tomatoes. And I got a rotten tomato. What do I do with this? What? I just tomatoed my viewers. I'm so sorry. It wasn't me. It was Dennis. Okay, it was me. And my idea for this area is to build a little silo. And I think it would be funny if we could actually store something in there. We first have a little stone foundation and then we can have some stripped spruce wood going upwards. And let's also break some blocks and then mix in some spruce planks. And some tiny little trapdoor windows. And we could also make some spruce signs. And then just add them to the wall just a little bit here and there. And then it looks like a really worn down, patched up kind of structure. And for the roof, I'm gonna go grind some clay again. I love bricks so much, it's definitely worth digging out the clay in the river for it. But it's not worth drowning! Ah! And then we can build a tiny little brick roof on top of this silo. And it turned out so cute, and the roof matches the windmill roof. But speaking of the windmill, let's harvest some of our crops. And then we get to use the windmill once again. And we get to grind all of this and have the flour flying out. But I won't be using all of this for baking because you can turn it into bags of flour. And then we can display this in here. It's so cool! So our little silo is storing all the flour or like grain. We can imagine this would be grain. And I'm kind of wondering what other crops we could craft into those bags. Because imagine having bags of the crops next to the crop field where it's growing. Yes, bag of onions. And I got so many bags of onions, so we could basically spam them everywhere if we wanted to. And I do want to, but I shouldn't overdo it. And I think this should also work for the tomatoes. Bags of tomato, which we could also place like by the field. Bag of lettuce. Yay! Bag of corn. And we could use these piles of crop bags as an actual storage for all the crop seeds. So I don't always have to run into my house to get seeds. I can just grab them from here. Okay, but the most important thing, I need to make a bag of strawberries. And then I will stop obsessing over those bags. Maybe. Bags of strawberries. It's so pretty. It's like somebody's gathering strawberries by the field. They live rent-free in my house now. And I got over my obsession on day 68, where I decorated my farming area a little bit more, planted some flowers and greenery, and put lanterns everywhere so the monsters won't spawn. And I also found out you can shear those wild fruit or tomatoes, and then you can place them down anywhere, which unlocked even more decor ideas for me. And on day 69, nice, I crafted tons of stony blocks into slabs, because we still have this empty spot right here, and I was thinking we could make a little herb garden. So we could have a little stony border around this. We can have the path go right in here. And then we can add some patches of coarse dirt because when you plant something on top of it, it looks much better than when you plant it on grass. And we actually have wild herbs in this game. We can plant them here like a nice little herb garden touch. I think that's so cute. And I think in our storage we also have the wild ripwort. Yeah, we have tons of that stuff. And doesn't this look really cute when you walk in and we have all the beautiful plants? And I don't think these herbs are in the game just for decor. There is something we could make with them. And I think I just want to try it out. There it is, nettle tea. Wait, we can also do strawberry tea. I think we don't need a bowl though. I think we need a glass bottle. And I would just put this in here. Yes, it's doing something. And on day 70, I woke up to my tea being almost done. Yay, we have it. We got some nettle tea that's instant health. And this one is 10% attack speed. Those monsters are gonna have to watch out. And I only have a couple more crops to plant in my area, and then my crop fields are gonna be full and complete. And then we can dedicate the last 30 days to building a beautiful little kind of town-style bakery and more. I want to have so many different buildings here. Maybe here this could be the bakery. And next to a bakery, another store that would sell baked goods is a patisserie, which is basically the place where you eat nom nom cake. Minecraft doesn't like that, it's making it rain. So we need to build 2 baked goods stores, and then I want to make every single piece of cake and every single piece of bread and display them in the stores, like a museum, but you can buy them and eat them. And since the rain is so awful, let's use this day to gather all the resources for the build, which also meant trading with the villager for bricks again. Dude, there's a creeper sitting in my potatoes. No, it saw me. Get wrecked. Who knows what else might be lurking in my cornfield. Now let's craft up our resources. Guys, the wandering trader's at my door. Oh, he's leaving. He's reconsidering. Oh, he's coming back. I'm closing the door. I'm not buying anything. Anyway, let's work on our little bakery. We can either put it here or over here. And I'm gonna use some birch planks and also some birch logs, but stripped. This is gonna be where we can display the bread and sell the bread. Maybe we can have an opening here where people can come and buy the bread from the street. And then maybe we can have an entrance where you can come in and eat inside. You know, everything is just about eating the bread in a very cozy cottagecore environment. So I brought up the birchwood walls, trying to make a cute little cozy build where I can sell my bread peacefully. Very peacefully, because no monsters are allowed in here. We have the walls done, so let's scaffold up here and try and make a nice roof. Let's start with a nice spruce wood trim and bring that all around on the side. And we can go up with stairs and blocks. And then we have this nice tall roof. Now we have the frame of the roof done, and I want to fill it in with bricks, which is kind of expensive. And I think brick roofs are really cool and they're really farm core vibes. And this is kind of like my bakery farm. But on this side, I want to do something different. I want to make like a little upstairs porch balcony kind of thing, but like on top of this building. So where the roof should be, we're gonna have a little chilling area where people can come upstairs and eat their baked goods. So let's fill this in with spruce wood. And then we can have a fenced railing so nobody can fall off. And with that, I mean me, because I fell off this building 3 times already. And the way you get up there is with this little staircase coming up on the side. And I mean, this is kind of cool, but I just had an even cooler idea, because we can use our spruce slabs to make another roof on top of this and connect it to this one. And let's add some fence gates to make this feel more supported. Okay, I kind of like that. I think that's cool. We just need to decorate the front of it still. Oh my gosh, why are they at my door? What? Are you trying to kidnap Dennis? How dare you? I'm gonna beat you up with his egg. Get egged. Yeah, run! Also, since when has there been a hole in my ceiling? Have I never filled that in? Pro Minecraft. Let's add all the white stained glass on the windows. And then here we could have a little overhang kind of thing where we can sell stuff. But for that, we need our sheep once more. Hello. And next to white wool, we also need some red wool. And for that, I need to find some red flowers. Come on. Yes! Ah! I almost fell on that. There's something in there. There's a duck in there and it laid an egg. Let's turn them into red dye. And then we can dye the sheep. And then we can add this on here. Let's hope I have enough. Now this screams bakery, or like we're selling something to eat. And then we can have one of those brick counters in front of it. And maybe some glass, like it's a little window where you can purchase things. I also decorated the front and the sides a little bit more. And now we can also do the path and expand it all the way to there. And now we can decorate the inside, and this is gonna be so much fun. And we're gonna do another stony floor in here again. And then we need tons of countertop space where we can put all the bread. And this is where the bread is gonna be sold, so we can have a little entrance so the person who sells the bread can walk in and out. And I think now we can start baking. There are 7 different types of bread, and there are several more sandwich types and like biscuits. Let's make every single type of bread there is, from crusty bread to croissants. And then I also want to make some jam. So we need some glass panes, and then we can make a jar. That's so cute. And then we can put this in here and then add a fruit and sugar. And here's the strawberry jam. And we can make bread with jam. And they all give you different effects. All of the bread gives you sustenance of like a different length. And then when you put stuff on the bread, it's gonna give you different effects. I also just found out there's farmer's bread. And it looks so cool. Also, there are these little biscuits. And they need dye. Wait, there are poppies in these flower pots. Steel. Add these. Nobody saw that. Look at these tiny little things. Now let's grab all of our bread. And then we're gonna craft things where we can display like these trays. But we also have these baskets of bread. And we also have this bread box, which is so cute. And I just saw another cool thing. We can make a street sign. So we can put this in front of the bakery. Welcome to the bakery! That's so fitting! We made a bakery street sign. And now in here, we can display whatever we want. So we can do the bread basket, bread feast. Oh, we're getting the advancements. That's perfect. Let's try the bread box. Let's put the toast in there. Oh, it's so so cute. It's a tiny bread in this tiny little bread box. What? I took it out again. Oh, look, it's a tiny bun. We can stack them. Oh, this is good. Wait, and I accidentally just ate a piece of the farmer's bread. Look at all of these breads like stacked on top of each other. It's so beautiful. And there are some things that cannot be placed down, like the bread with jam or the croissant or this little biscuit, but we can put them in this little basket thing. This is looking so beautiful already. Now we just gotta craft all of the sandwiches. And look at the advancements. We need to bake all of the baked goods, all of the cakes, the cupcakes, and the sandwiches. And for the sandwiches, we need lots of bread, so I made tons of braided bread. We can make the first sandwich. Yay! First sandwich done. Okay, there are like 3 or 4 more. Grilled bacon sandwich. Oh my gosh, the mincer also minces the meat. We have 1 raw pork chop from that pig that drowned when I was terraforming. This is kind of gross that we're using the same mincer that we used to make flour. And now we're making minced meat. Oh, there it comes. But all is well because we have a grilled bacon sandwich. Then we can also make a vegetable sandwich, and they all have different effects again. Okay, the last one is a grilled salmon sandwich. Here, fishy, fishy, fishies. I'm so terribly sorry. You're gonna be a sandwich. And there we go. Also, I'm hungry, so let's eat one of the sandwiches. Snack attack! We ate a sandwich from Minecraft. And now we've made all different kinds of sandwiches too. I'm not sure if you can do that, but I want to display them in here. Yes, look at all the little sandwiches. And we still have some left, and I will eat them. Now this place is beautifully decorated, and we have every single of the breads here and the sandwiches, and even some extra bits like the biscuits or like the bread with jam that's dripping into the basket. And I also want to do something up here where people can eat, because I want people to actually be able to sit down and eat the bread. And I saw there are iron chairs and tables, which are made out of iron, but they're actual chairs, so we could sit down on them. I'm gonna be broke. Okay, but look at the detail on them. Look at this table. It has to be worth it because I just used half my iron. Let's place them here. We can have 3 of them and then 2 chairs on each of them. Oh, look at them. Look at the tiny little chairs. It's so cute. It's also kind of dark in here. We need light. We can have waffles on the table. Let's ignore the fact that they aren't on any plates. It's just like a warm waffle going on the table. It's raining again, but I would call this bakery finished. It's beautiful. Now we can do something I've been super excited about, and that is eat cake. I mean, bake the cake and make a patisserie where we can sell the cake and then eat the cake. And on day 78, I was crafting up all the resources for my patisserie build. At least I planted tons of spruce trees, so all I have to do is just chop them down. I also just noticed I never decorated the window or like put a window in that hole at the back of my house or decorated the back. You did not see that. I'm gonna do that later if I have time. I got myself all of these resources, and right here is gonna be a nice spot to build a patisserie and then eat cake. I started with the walls, mixing a lot of birch wood and sandstone together to make a messy little texture, and then I used spruce wood to make a cozy little roof on top of it. And then I started filling it in with oak wood, but it already got dark and the day was over. It's day 80 and I just need to finish up the front of this roof. And I also detailed this roof by adding some other little roofed windows on top. And now it's looking really cute. I also want to get one of those wool overhangs again, but this time in another color. Hello sheep, and all the blood sheep are gonna be blue sheep now. And I'm gonna take all the wool. And let's have tons of these overhangs this time. So one in the entrance, right in the middle. And we can also have some banners hanging from them. And then we can decorate the windows by also having them on top and held up by fence gates. Let's harvest tons of strawberries, and then we can make the bags of strawberries. Oh, the obsession is here again because this wall is kind of bare, so we could add some bags of strawberries on it. Look at this beautiful pile of strawberries. I mean, it kind of makes sense to have the strawberry field next to the patisserie because there are things like strawberry cakes. Okay, we're gonna finish decorating this building and then we can start baking cake. I need to go and mine out tons of stone at the village again so I can make a nice floor. And I added the floor on the ceiling and some little tables where you can sit and eat cake. Then we have these drawers here as like a nice counter, and here we can display all the cake. So now we just have to go and bake it. And I think baking cake is kind of different from the usual way we create bread because we have to use a caking station, which I've already crafted right here. And when you click on it, it says place cake dough on top of the caking station to start baking. Now, how does one make cake dough? We have to stir these things again. Okay, Let's milk the cows. And let's farm some more crops. And now let's stir all of this. And we got cake dough. I have a feeling we're gonna need a lot of cake dough. We gotta place the cake dough on top. Whoa. Okay, what do we do with this? Cake dough and strawberry jam make strawberry cake. Wait, we have strawberry jam, right? We just put it on top. Woohoo, we made a cake. That's so cool. We made a cake. Can we make slices? Oh, we can. A slice of cake. Look at them. Slice of strawberry cake. Can we make a big cake again? No, we can't. Let's see what other cakes we have. We have a sweet berry cake. Oh my gosh. The sweet, sweet berry bushes. We do have a spruce forest nearby, so we can just look for some sweet berries there. I really want to make a berry bush cake. Well, with the berries, not with the bush. And I also just saw we need glowberries for like glowberry tarts. The adventuring is so on. Also, look at my base. Dude, this looks so cool already. And also, I never decorated the back of my houses. I have to do that later. Maybe. Okay, if I was one sneaky little berry bush, where would I hide? Apparently not in this forest. Let's keep going. I still haven't found any berry bushes, but I found a dark oak forest. And I know that in dark oak forest, there are lush trees. And here we have more spruce. Can there please be berry bushes? I see a tall spruce forest over there. At least those must have berry bushes, right? Wait, and that's a lush tree. So that means there's a lush cave under this. So we just basically dig straight down. Maybe pick up some rooted dirt too. I mean, that's kind of cool. I'm so scared. This goes down so deep. Can the cave please like show up? There it is. Let's jump in. Wah! Wait, why did I fall in? I thought that was water. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. There are glowberries up there. Okay, we need to go back up again. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Yay! I'm gonna eat this cake to give me strength. Ooh, we have the sweets effect. I don't know what that does, but I'm kind of feeling unstoppable right now. Wait, whoa, whoa, wait. I'm fast. Oh my gosh, I have the zoomies because I ate sweets. I have the zoomies. Whee! I took an axolotl and I have the zoomies. Now we have to scaffold all the way up through this horrible mess again. And let's get out of here. Now we just need to find berry bushes. And I'm gonna zoom over there. Whee! Oh, this is so cool. Ah, let's not fall down there. This is the best thing ever. I wish I'd brought more cake. Please, Minecraft. Oh, there are foxes. If there are foxes, there must be berries. Wait, that's so mean. I thought those were berry bushes. Those are strawberries. Please, Minecraft, give me berry bush. There's berry bush. The dogs gave me berry bush. Let's steal all of them. Ah! It poked me. It scared me. And we are so far from home, but not all is lost because I can eat my cake. And then we're gonna be home fast. Cake power, cake power. Look at little baker me running. No, my powers are gone. My little baker's paradise looks so beautiful from over here. And we need to make sure we're not using up all of the glowberries. So let's plant a couple here and then make some bone meal. I think we can just get infinite. Yes, there we go. And we could also plant some prickly berry bushes by my house, just in case we need more. And now let's make tons of jam. Now we're also gonna get glowberry jam. And we can bake so many cakes. We also made this linzer tart and this glowberry tart. And we also got the sweet berry jam, so we can make a sweet berry cake. We berry bushed the cake. And I also just realized you can place down the jam jars. Oh, the decor ideas. Oh, here we go again. I'm gonna need so much more sand so I can make more jam jars. And I made all the 4 jams. So we have sweet berry jam, glowberry jam, apple jam, and strawberry jam. Wait, can you stack them? Oh. And I also saw there's chocolate spread, so we need chocolate truffle, which you make out of cocoa beans. And I just had a big brain moment because I think we have cocoa beans. I know I picked them up on like day 2 or something. Please, 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 I don't want to go to the jungle. Please. Wait, they've been here in my kitchen the whole time. And I just searched everywhere. And we just put this in the pot. And here we have the chocolate truffle. I want to make chocolate spread. Oh, we need more milk. And there's an advancement for collecting all of them. And there it is, chocolate spread. We collected all of them. Now we can make a chocolate cake. Oh, look at this giant, beautiful chocolate cake. And then we also have the fancy version of that. We add a chocolate truffle. Oh, okay, this is my favorite. It's called a chocolate gâteau. That's French for cake, so it's like very fancy cake. And on day 86, I made so many different kinds of cakes and lots of sweet treats. But there are still all these cookies and cupcakes, and I have no idea how to make them. Because when you place stuff on the caking station and then place jam on top, it will make cake and not cupcakes or cookies. And that basically confused me all day, and I thought that couldn't be done until I discovered something. I tried this and it didn't work. What if we try the knife? It works! And now we add this. We did it! I'm a genius! And now it's raining outside. Why is it always raining? Let's take this. 4 cupcakes, strawberry cupcakes. And then we can also get sweet berry cupcake. Wait, I just made cake. And then we cut it up again and add sweet berry jam and sweet berry cupcakes, apple cupcakes. Now I just need to figure out how to make cookies because I feel like it's gonna be similar. What if we use baker logic? Cupcakes are this size and now maybe we can cut it again? No, we need to flatten it. Wait, could it actually be this easy? What if we use this on this? Oh, I'm a genius. Usually I just look things up, but this time I figured it out myself and it feels so much more satisfying. Now we can make sweet berry cookies. Look at them, those tiny little things. And flatten them and strawberry cookies. And now I think we actually made all of the cakes and all of the treats. And I saw there's even more cool stuff like this chocolate box. Let's craft it. We have a chocolate box. Look at it. It's so cute. Can we take stuff out of it? Oh, we can. We can eat it. Oh, no. Wait, can I not pick it up? Please let me pick it up. No! I just ate all the chocolates. I also just realized there's one cake we've never made. The normal Minecraft cake. I mean, we definitely have to make that one. It's so funny that we make the original Minecraft cake last, but we're making it. Whoa. Why did I just get 3 mega achievements? Did I break the mods by making a normal Minecraft cake? I also got 2 banners in my inventory. A Completionist banner, a reward for crafting all baked goods. It grants resistance in a radius of 8 blocks. Wait, what advancements did we get? What a long strange trip it's been. Craft and collect all bakery goods. Craft and collect all cupcakes, sweets, and cookies. And craft and collect all cakes. Why did we get all of that when we made the normal cake? That's so funny, but like, I'm not complaining. And now we truly have all the cakes and we can bring them all over to my new patisserie. Soon this house is gonna be full of cakes. And I feel like this is definitely not enough to display all of the cakes. So we could also put some on the tables here, like this one. And then maybe the smaller ones. And the chocolate box right here. And there won't be any more eating it or breaking it. But I also just discovered more ways to display my cakes. We can make these cake stands. And of course, they need more bricks. We can make a cupcake display and some wall displays. And I'm definitely gonna add some more display space here. And we can have the wall displays on here. And then the cake stands in the window. So you can look at the cakes through the window and get super hungry. And then you have to come in and eat the cake. And I think we can actually put cake in there. It's so adorable that you can do that. The question is, can you put the normal Minecraft cake in there? Yes, that's so precious. The cake that got us all the advancements. I also added the cupcake displays and now look at the little cupcakes. It's so adorable. And now look at this room full of cakes and sweet treats. My favorite part is that I can look at it through the window on both sides because here we can watch people eat the cake and greedily drool all over the window if you wanted to. But I'm gonna keep some of that cake for myself, like this strawberry cake, which I can cut into pieces. And then I can have the zoomies. Nothing can stop me when I eat cake. And let's zoom right into the bakery because on this wall I have left an empty spot. So let's place some spruce stairs and also place the Completionist banner. Look, it has the little baked goods on it. And I think this is supposed to say bakery or baker. Wait, it says baker. I'm the baker. I'm cool. I got a banner for that. Now it truly feels like I've mastered my baking skills. And I also brought all my jam jars because this area still feels empty. So we could display them here. And they're being sold like homemade jam that you can buy alongside your bread. Now this looks much, much better. I love it. But now I can't just zoom all over my base for all eternity because we still have this whole area that we gotta transform. And we only have like 10 days left. Uh-oh. But I think we can do it. This is the start of the little bakery town kind of area. So right here I want to make a big market square where more bread is sold and where people can enjoy the outdoors and eat more bread and cake. And I really mean people because I've invited some of my YouTuber friends to join this world after I reach the 100 days and I want them to experience this bakery world and eat all of the cake. So they need a beautiful outdoor space to sit. First we gotta terraform this area once more and get rid of a couple layers. Oh my gosh, I just broke my diamond shovel. I just broke it! I never break diamond tools. I didn't pay attention. No, my diamond shovel. But not all is lost because I still have some diamonds and I still have some levels. And with with a bit of luck, I could get another efficiency shovel. Yes! That's so good! And on day 90 I was trying out my new shovel and terraformed the land easily. Let's fill in all those watery bits because this is basically gonna be a giant market square. So we gotta get rid of the grassy ground first and then replace it with something better. We need to fill in this entire area. We do have some stone, but I don't think this is gonna be enough. I feel kind of bad for the villagers because I keep going over to their home and then just dig out all the stone here. I mean, the stone looks kind of ugly, so maybe I'm doing them a favor, right? Mining with my silk touch pickaxe is so bad though because it doesn't have any efficiency. But I just had an idea, so let's zoom right back home. And then we still have more diamonds. And will you look at that? Efficiency 4. And it's just efficiency 4. Oh well. And let's make an anvil. There goes my iron. But let's combine them. And now we have a silk touch efficiency pickaxe. We need to get so many stacks and we need to get them fast. And next to stone and cobblestone, I also want to get some andesite. So I'm just gonna run into the mountains and hopefully there's some andesite exposed on the wall. Wait, I see an andesite patch on the wall. Let's mine out all of this. I mined a huge hole into this mountain and I have so many stacks of andesite now. And I think now this should be enough to build a beautiful market square. I mean, look at all of these blocks. We can definitely do it. So I spent the rest of the day placing different stony blocks in a random pattern. And I finished it on day 93 and also added a cute little wall all around it. Let's make tons of spruce fences and tons of trapdoors. And then we can spruce up this wall by adding them. Haha, get it? And now this is looking much better. Now it's time to decorate it all. We're gonna need all of the dyed wool again. This time we're gonna get yellow and orange. And let's start by making a little cart. One of them is gonna sell the baked goods from the bakery and the other one is gonna sell the cakes. And then we can add all of this wool on top of this for the perfect market vibes. Look at them, they're so adorable. Now we gotta scavenge my kitchen for any leftover bread that we have. And I managed to find a bunch of leftover baked goods. I've just been stashing all the cake to eat later. But now they're gonna go in my little market. And I displayed all of the cake stuff. We have all of the little cookies and sweet rolls in those little shelves. And then we got 3 cakes on display and 1 cake in here. Oops, I broke it. And then over here we can add all of the bread. And then we can have a bread basket. And I'm also gonna put all of the sandwiches in this little cupcake stand because it can't just hold cupcakes, it can also hold other things. And then of course we gotta have the cute little street signs in front of the market stalls. Now we just have to decorate this entire area. So I got to work and started building some cute outdoor picnic tables with extinguished campfires as the seats. And I also added some bigger potted plants to fill in the empty spots. And now we have tables everywhere. What I would also like to add are some tiny little parasols in the middle of the table. We're just gonna protect from the sun so we can still eat outside when it's super warm. And I think they're looking really cute. Oh, come on, it starts raining. Well, good that we made this. But I didn't let the rain stop me from decorating this area, so I started placing baked goods on all the tables. And now we have all the tables full of cake. I think some are very full of cake and bread. But me and my friends are gonna eat it all. And our little market square is complete. But I'm not so sure about the rest of the island because there's still so much that needs to be done. This entire time I've been feeling like something is missing. But now I realize it's because I chopped down all the trees. So we need to add some more trees again. Good that we have tons of saplings. And we also have bones so we can make bone meal. And then we're just gonna plant them in some empty locations like right here. And let's hope something good grows out of it. Yeah, I think that will do. So I spent the rest of the day growing Minecraft trees. And of course I did that zooming with my cake powers. And now everything is full of trees. We even got a big tree that grew back there. And I think this makes the area look a little bit better and a lot more green. Another thing I also want to do is to spruce up these paths, but not using spruce wood. I want to get some of the rooted dirt and then also coarse dirt. And of course it's raining today. Why is it always raining? It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna break a couple patches next to the roads and then add the rooted dirt and the coarse dirt. I'm so glad I now have a silk touch pickaxe because now I can dig all the gravel in the river because I'm gonna need so much coarse dirt. And on day 99 I had finished adding all the coarse dirt, and to further decorate the path I added grass patches on top of the coarse dirt and a couple fences here and there and lots of leaves. I didn't have much time, but I also made the enchanting table area a little bit more cute and overgrown. And it took the whole day, but now I think it's done. We got grass on everything, we got all these fences. Everything is a lot more detailed. Look at this. When you walk here you can already notice the difference. And I think think my favorite part is this path over here. Everything is so beautiful now. And tomorrow is the last day. Don't mind me watching the sunset with a Canadian goose. But I love this goose. And let's sleep. And today is day 100. We did it! We survived 100 days in this world. We mastered our baking skills. And we created this entire area. Look at this. The entire island has been transformed into this beautiful baker's paradise. And before I can invite all my friends to this world, there's one last thing I have to do. I have to fix this unfinished window hole. It's just so embarrassing. Imagine they see that. Let's close it up really quickly. And let's decorate it with spruce wood. And now this is definitely looking more finished. Now let's invite our friends. Welcome to my bakery. Drift is going into my house.
Sorry, I just smelled something and I just couldn't resist it.
Yeah, so I prepared some appetizers. You know, I just wanted to show you around. You can take them up maybe. Yeah, you just shift click, you take them.
Cute.
I got a bacon sandwich too. Yum.
It better be tasting good.
Have you been practicing your cooking skills? Wow, you've done a good
I've
job.
been doing
These are tasty.
something. I've been grinding for 100 days. Oh, my geese just
Oh,
came in
geese
the door.
like to come
There's
in.
geese in here.
Whoa, they have swords?
Yeah,
What?
y'all better
Hello?
behave.
This looks like a hostile takeover from the geese.
No.
Just trying to
These
say
are my
we
friends.
Yeah.
I made them sit.
Hostages.
Don't be scared.
No.
I wanted to show you my kitchen. Look, this is where I make the magic happen. This is where I bake all the cake and bake all the bread.
Wow.
Well, what's cooking in this pot? What is this, jelly?
Whoa,
Fire!
I am just getting stuffed with treats, and this is wonderful, but I must say, this kitchen's kind of sus. Is this like a Hansel and Gretel moment?
Well, you know, Drift, if you don't
I hope not.
behave,
Great question.
follow me
We don't mind.
towards the cake. Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Gives
take
me
the
ducks.
geese too, you know. I love those geese.
Goose guards.
Yeah,
goose
literally,
guard.
you have an
Yes.
army of geese here. What is this? Can we not be trusted?
You know, if somebody doesn't like my cooking, I get very offended, you know. Then I need to, like,
What's
make
Beth
some
gonna
room
do
for my
about it, huh?
rage. Well,
Catherine, they're really
oh,
swarming
he's gonna
you.
do
I'd be careful.
something.
God, wow.
I don't want to step back.
Anyway, first cake station. This is my patisserie.
Cute.
These look
Oh my
delicious,
gosh.
So
Sam.
many different cakes. I baked them all. They've been waiting here for like a couple weeks, you know, for you all to arrive.
Oh.
Oh, so they're stale?
Oh, they're,
Yeah, so
yes,
you're
yes.
saying they're stale. Don't say. Wait, we shouldn't say that. She said she was
Dry?
gonna
You
listen.
shouldn't
Oh.
say that.
No, they're great.
Yeah,
Right.
they're great.
They look. What's next to show us?
Anyway, yeah, this is my little market. I made this little table for y'all to sit. Strawberry cake. I'm gonna cut it in pieces. They're flying on the floor. Everybody take a piece.
Yeah, a couple went on the ground, but you know what? It's fine.
Eat the
Me
cake.
too.
Strawberry.
Please tell me how it tastes.
Oh, perfect. Delicious.
Ooh.
Very good.
That's got
You
a
know
very fresh strawberry taste.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Did it do something?
Yeah,
Well-
it made me very sweet.
Am I zooming?
Drift has the
Oh my
zoomies.
gosh, I'm on a sugar rush! Look at me
Sugar
go.
rush!
Oh, yeah, you actually are. I was like,
I'm
no,
so
I'm making
fast,
it
I'm so
up.
fast, I'm
Well,
so
I'm zooming.
If each of you like grab a couple slices, you know, then you can get the zoomies whenever you want. And then we could do a little like hide and seek tag, like in this island.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Uh-huh.
I like it.
So you can run away
I like
really
that. That's
fast.
fun.
You all
Yep.
hide. I know all the secrets of this island. Don't look at the back of my billboard.
Oh,
There you go, better find a new one!
Oh wait, yep.
Where are you? I have a nice cake knife. I want to cut some pie.
Why are you always so terrible?
I'm so terrible at seeking. Anybody need? Aha! Drift! I found you! Oh yeah!
All right. Do I go to the hunt or do I? Oh no! I was slain by a goose.
Why did they kill you so fast?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, where are you guys? We're just going all over my. Brock!
I was in a really bad spot apparently. Brooke, you're gonna die.
Oh no!
Well, there goes the
So it's
second
just about
one.
to happen.
Oh my gosh! I see you in the tree!
Are you on the tree?
I see you in the tree! Oh, he's on the tree. Oh, I see her! I see her! Get her! Kill her!
You can't take a getaway boat.
Yeah, get that, my duck! My duck!
I tried to get in the boat with him. her, but
There was a duck.
Duck.
They're trapped in the boat. Oh, no, the goose is in the boat.
Oh yeah, that was a bad idea. I was just waiting for you to get off the boat. Ah!
Good birds.
Dennis.
Dennis got ya.
Good.
Anyway, this was fun. Well, that was absolute chaos and I've never eaten so much cake in my life. And I hope you have enjoyed this 100 days as a baker. I had so much fun with this and I hope I'll see you all next time. Bye!